All right, what's up, guys? This is Marc Augustine here from Ecom Sniper. And in this video, we're going to continue the journey. This is 7 days in, and we at $1,400 in sales and $250 in profit. So
Right.
like the video, subscribe to the channel. Sammy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Sammy. I've been dropshipping on eBay for 6 years. Just happy to be here, like always.
Yeah, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Marc Augustine. I've been dropshipping for over 10 years now. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18. And yeah, let's get into the video. So Sammy, what are we looking at here now?
Yeah, so right now in the last 31 days, okay, well, last 7 days, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 6 days when we actually started. 7 day because the first day, like we just went ahead and
Well, today is the 7th day.
today's the 7th day, yeah, but it's just starting off. Like it's 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So we're not really the sales haven't really come in. So I would say this is kind of negligible, right? So really we're counting 7 days from the first. We're just counting even the first day where we just started listing, right?
Right.
So in 7 days we did around 1,400 in sales, and a lot of people I kept asking in your comments
what for the profit.
Yeah, so right over here the profit $250 in 7 days. So that's what we got, and then that metric was with 7,811 listings. So our first milestone is to get to 10,000 listings. So let's go ahead and get to that number within by the 10th day, and then we will go ahead and introduce the tracker and stuff like that, because I think at those timings, that's the time the tracker becomes useful. You get what I mean?
Yeah. So guys, if you watch it, well, the guys who are watching this, smash the like button and the subscribe button to follow this journey. So what?
Yeah.
So when do you start pruning down the listings? After you say 2 months?
No. Honestly, the time you start pruning, right, in my opinion, for this store would be when you reach one of these limits, a hard limit. Because there's no point, in my opinion, I understand sell-through rate, click-through rate. I understand these concepts, but in my opinion, well, our job, right? Remember, as in the last video we spoke about, getting the product in front of the right buyer.
Right.
Right. It's not really about getting the maximum amount of views per listing. It's about having that item up, right, with a unique title, for that when that one specific buyer, maybe 2 months down the line, they're searching for
they
that,
show up and they find it. I get it.
Exactly. We're waiting for that special connection to happen. And that special connection, it can happen today, it can happen tomorrow. I have items that I listed 3 years ago, and it sells maybe it sells today.
Yeah.
I have literally those situations. So in my opinion, the most useful thing that you can do with your time would be to go ahead and maximize these two limits. And then once you do that, right, if you don't focus on scaling your business, because in this business there's two ways to go about it. You can grow your business or you can die. You got to pick which one you want to go for.
Yeah.
All right. I prefer to grow, so in that sense, what you have to do is if you go ahead and reach any of these hard limits, right, then what's gonna happen is you better get ready to make another account, right? And we have videos, we have a whole we made a course about talking about creating multiple accounts and things like that. This is how you got to do it in 2023, in my opinion. So once again, the action plan for here would be to make multiple accounts. And imagine this, right, guys? This video once again is literally a kind of a journey to kind of walk you guys through how the progress of eBay dropshipping is for somebody, right? And this is a 7-day journey so far, but I've been doing this for 6 years. This is not my account. This is not my main account. We're just starting.
This is a brand new account that we started from scratch for YouTube to show you guys exactly what it takes and what you have to do on a daily basis.
Exactly. This is literally for YouTube. This is not my main account. This is something that all the work that we're doing it live on camera. It's like an hour here. We're not
Yeah,
really doing anything outside of this. It's just to let you know how much work is involved, right? But put a lot of work in my other accounts, and what I focus on a daily basis is I think about scale. I think about how do I grow this operation to 100 accounts? How do I grow to 1,000 accounts? Like these are the thoughts I have in my head, right? And this is the thoughts you should have as well. Because if you let's just do the math in your head, right? In 7 days, right? If you were able to make $250 with like an hour a day, and remember, we spent an hour a day because we're recording, right? The
right.
actual work involved is not much. Like if you let's go ahead and pull up a calculator, and then we can go ahead and understand this, and just really understand, like we only really spent an hour a day. We didn't really do much. Like everything like is recorded on camera. We literally snipe the stores. We'll just do it again today. We're gonna find like some more items, right? And then we're gonna go ahead and list it. So we did $250 in 7 days, right? And let's say in a week from now, right? Let's say what I recommend would be you go ahead and start like 4 accounts, right? And then if you do 4 accounts, the first week of drop shipping on eBay, you would have done $1,000 with our technique, right? Within and then don't forget, right? This is only the beginning, right?
Yeah,
In
this is
like
the
the first
beginning
week,
of the first account.
exactly. The first week is not the same as the second week. The second week is not the same as the third week, right? So you might make 250 the first week, you might make 500 the second week, you might make 700 the third week, you might make 800 in a week, in 7 days the next week, right? It's just a game that's parabolic because you're growing. Like just think about it very linearly. You're all you're doing is continuously listing more items, right? There is a direct correlation with how many sales you get and how many items you're posting, right?
And if you notice, that's draw attention to the account. We got a feedback because before we were running an account with zero feedback,
Oh
and now
yeah,
this
yeah.
account has one feedback.
Oh yeah, yeah. Funny story about this one feedback, yeah. So this person right over here, long-lasting turf maintenance, right? If we go ahead and we look through our messages with the user, we'll find that what happened was we actually went ahead and gave this person a refund, right? They went ahead and they contacted us and they said that, hey, this item didn't fit and so, and then we went ahead and processed the refund for them. Let me see if I can pull up the messaging for them, yeah. And then they saw that we were giving them such great service, so they went ahead and right over here, this person right over here, this
Right.
return request has been closed, right? We went ahead and gave them a return label, they shipped it out, right? And then they went ahead and left us a positive feedback. So yeah, we potentially didn't make any money from this user, but look at the comment they left. This comment, right, gives us validation for the next user to come. When another person they come and they see the feedback, right? They're gonna see like, okay, you know what? This person legit, they work hard. Other people have testified to it. We were literally getting sales off with zero feedback, without any like any social proof on the website. Imagine, like I wouldn't buy from someone with zero feedback. I'm just, just personally, if I seen a listing anywhere and the guy has zero feedback, like I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I follow the herd. So just the fact that we were able to do all of this, how many videos online talk about like drop shipping and then they say, oh, you got to build your feedback, 250 feedback,
Yeah,
etc.,
and you have to
etc.
make purchases first and all this stuff.
Exactly. And you know what? Honestly, it might be a great idea. However, like I think your time is better used like going ahead and just scaling your business. I think that is a better use of your time, in my opinion. Instead of doing that, like you can go ahead and still get sales with our technique, right? Imagine when this account gets like 1,000 feedback, right? It's gonna be a very powerful account. Right? The level of sales we receive today is not comparable when the account becomes established. This business is parabolic. Just understand, right? Like the feedback increases, that is directly correlated with how many sales you get. And that's a very strong indicator. I think everybody here can testify that they would rather buy from an established person, a business, than a brand new person, because it's just people like to follow the crowd. That's all it
Yes.
really is. And I'll tell you like another, like we focus on customer service. like we really focus on customer service, right? So for example, like we got a message. Let's see where it was. Maybe it's not over here, but point is we got a message earlier for one of the items, and the customer basically was telling us that, um, you know what, like the listing was wrong on Amazon and etc. All this stuff on eBay because the Amazon was wrong. And what we do is we really focus heavily on customer service. What we do is we make sure that the customer, right? We don't we is satisfied. We never let them go until they're satisfied. That's the main thing to understand here. So, and if they and when once we do that, they go ahead and they make it. It just makes a very smooth thing. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, so Sammy, before we get into the product research, we were
Yeah,
talking off camera, and you were mentioning that you think to for someone to be completely successful and rely on this business model to pay their bills and to live on so on, you think you need multiple accounts. Why is that?
man, just there is okay, I'll tell you. Like honestly, the reason why is because in the end of the day, this business is not stable. Like this is the truth in it, right? The reason why is because your account can get suspended. Like you can have an account and it's making you like thousands of dollars a month. And then all of a sudden eBay can go ahead and suspend you. And if that happens, like your whole income is gone. What are you gonna do if you have employees, you have all this stuff going on? It happened to me at one time,
Mm-hmm.
right? There, you cannot go ahead and put all your eggs in one basket.
And
Another thing that
what did you do when it happened to you?
I made like 4 accounts the next day.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Like that's when it started. My main account, I had it, and I was making money. I didn't remember. I don't have. I never had. I didn't have a job for the last 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't. I never worked for anybody else. I'm just literally working on this eBay stuff for the last 6 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're working on eBay full time, right? Literally all your expenses are coming. You have to make sure that you're able to pay your bills on a month to month basis. My bills are ridiculous. I'm paying like 6 7 grand every single month at a bare minimum.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bills are ridiculous. Like I have employees, I have so many different operational costs. It's not just for the eBay. Like I do some different things, right? But my bills are ridiculous. So I would like I there is no way I would ever like even if I made one account and I posted 100,000 items, like I would be in fear, right? What I do, yeah, like honestly, I'm in fear. I would be in fear. Like even now, what I do constantly is I just try to make brand new accounts. Like I'm improving the software. I'm always stabilizing the business as much as I can because at the end of the day, right now, I would say that this business is with multiple accounts is as secure as somebody who has, like a job, a 9 to 5 job on
Okay,
on the
okay, okay,
on,
okay,
on the
okay.
condition that you have multiple accounts.
Okay.
Another reason why you need multiple accounts is Vero. Or I think a lot of your watchers, they're experienced, they understand what Vero copyright means, right? If you go ahead and you get a Vero copyright suspension, it's not the end of the world. It's the end of your sales for the next 3 days. It's the
Yes.
end of your sales for 7 days, right? Those situations can happen. And if you went ahead and relied on your eBay account is producing you like $1,000 per week or $2,000 per week, right? What's gonna happen is that 1 week you're not gonna get that $1,000. But if you spread out that risk, like let's say on like 4 or 5 accounts, right? Okay, one account got Veroed. Okay, no problem. You add that to the Vero list, and then you make sure you delete it from all the other accounts, and then like you just keep continuing the business while not all your income streams are closed down.
Right,
So that's
right.
so that's why it's very important, just in life and anything you do, you gotta diversify your income. I will say the one benefit of this business though is it gives you an opportunity. That's what it really comes down to, right? Like if you're looking to make a side hustle or something like that, yeah, one account is fine. Maybe you can make 250 bucks a week. Maybe you'll make 1,000 bucks a month. I don't know. Like maybe you can, like yeah, if that's what you want, yeah. I like I don't have any experience with that kind of mindset, because I never done it. It was
Right.
never,
Yeah, I
it was,
never did like that either.
yeah, exactly. I never,
It was
like, I
either
don't have,
all or none.
exactly. Like I was literally, it was war from the very beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had no other option. That's how I felt that always.
Yeah.
Even now, like I feel like I have no other option. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to make this work, to make it faster and like go ahead and like scale it to the moon. That's gonna be my like and you know what? There's no reason why it's not possible. Remember, we seen it yesterday. Like how many buyers were there on eBay?
Yeah,
Like you said it
180 million.
180 million exactly. It's a ridiculous amount of buyers, right? There's no reason why you can't make a full-time income. Like not
Yeah,
even a
from
full-time income. Like actually becoming rich from this. You know what I mean? There's
yeah.
no reason why you can't do it. So yeah, like just for anybody watching, right? Just know I'm not recommending you guys go ahead and like rely on eBay like for a full-time income unless you're willing to scale. It's not for somebody like if somebody asks me like, "Oh, like can I do an hour a day and can I make like a full-time income?" I'll be like, this is probably not for you, man. Like
Yeah,
this
because
is
I
like
mean we're doing an hour a day and making $300 a week, but if you want to really put in the work and run multiple accounts, this is waking up every day and grinding through.
I think multiple account it's not even I think that's not even it. I think it's more like if you wanna go ahead and rely on this, right? You cannot like think about it as a 1 hour a day or like
Right,
what
right.
4 hour work week. It's
No,
not
but
like
I but
that.
I hope that no one who wants to rely on this would
You'll be
look at it as
surprised.
working. You think so?
You'll be surprised. I've had people message me and they're like, "Oh, I want to quit my job. Like
Right.
I'm hoping to replace my job." And then they ask me like, "Oh, you only put in an hour a day, right?" Like it's not everyone has like we've had like some other users just join right now, and then they were like serious. They were like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to put in as much time as it takes to quit my job, and like I'm ready to take this to the moon. I want to be rich. Like those guys, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
But the
because
guys,
I had a similar conversation with Redman about it. Redman, the guy who was on the channel, and
right,
he was
right,
like he wants to scale like 3 or 4 different platforms. And I was like, no, focus on eBay first and
right.
focus on all your time in one place and then grow from there. But
I think specifically for Redman, his biggest asset would be that he has, you know, you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the greatest asset. Like, if you want to go ahead and the fastest way to success is mentorship. Like, imagine
Yeah.
learning how to become a mechanic without knowing a mechanic. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Watch a bunch of YouTube videos? Like yeah, you could learn it. I'm not gonna tell you, but there's a structure, there's a program, like there's a systematic way of doing it as fast as you can. Imagine like someone like sometimes you don't the ideas are not open in your brain. Like like the concept of VAs. I met a guy recently, right,
Hmm.
who like he's running this next level business like with WeChat.
Right. Yeah.
WeChat. He's so basically he's messaging people like he has a Chinese supplier in China, and he goes ahead and posts these pictures on his WeChat moments on his story every
Hmm.
single morning, and he spends like 2 hours, and he says he's doing drop shipping from there, and then I'm saying like, okay, that's cool. Like I'm like, why don't you post 4,000? I'm like, he's like, oh, I don't have the time. I'm like, why don't you hire somebody? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, you can hire a VA $2 to $3 an hour, and he's like, wait a second, what do you mean this is possible? I'm like yeah, dude. He's like, he literally said this to me. He said, you're telling me I wasted the last 3 years of my life when I could have focused on scaling, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like pretty much, yeah. And he's like, and the funny thing is he was someone who was trying to get onto the ultimate package for eBay Sniper, but the moment he went ahead and heard that, he was like, okay, let me, like, I gotta scale my business.
Yeah.
And I told him like, I'm like, hey man, like, you know what, that is a great idea. You should. Like, I'm not telling anyone to go ahead and leave your side hustle. I'm saying that this is another income stream that you can open up. There's little to do, but a lot to learn. This is
Yeah.
what it really comes down to. So you should go ahead and venture out and like stabilize your income by having multiple streams of income. that, you know, that I think that's a great thing to do. I think you told me you have like Airbnbs and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, in Costa Rica.
Exactly. Like everybody should. Entrepreneurship is you want to stabilize your businesses, like your income as much as you can by having as many streams of income. And what eBay dropshipping in the end of the day, it should be is yeah, you can rely on it. I say you shouldn't. Like I'm doing it, but I say like that no, not necessarily. I remember I with all the money that I bought, I made, I bought like a house in cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I'm renting it out right now. So it's like you use this opportunity to make money, right? But also diversify your income, just like the other guy who's joining it. Or what I'm telling him is just to come into this to understand it's like another source of income, right? And to stabilize your stuff and always keep diversifying, always keep stabilizing it. If you come into this like thinking that I'm gonna quit my job and rely fully on it, and I only want to spend 1 hour a day and I want to have more time with my family, honestly, this is probably not for you, man.
I mean,
Like
you
just
yeah, a lot of people have this pie in the sky dream, and some people get there, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work of building systems, hiring people.
exactly.
Um,
Exactly. Like in my opinion, like it's just ridiculous. Like for someone to come and tell me that I want to join this program and then I want to quit my job so I can have more time with my family because I see you're only working 1 hour a day on this channel. Come on, it's ridiculous. I worked for 6 years to build the software. It took me like 12-hour days every day for years. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we're men in the end of the day. Like what are
yeah,
men supposed to do? Like our job as our natural role is to provide.
yeah.
We're providers, we're protectors, right? If it's not your job is not to go on like picnics with your family, it's to provide, stabilize your income, right? You're doing your the role God gave you, right? And it's gonna be like that until I don't know, until you can confidently, until you acquire, in my opinion, you gotta amass the wealth in front of you. If you want to quit your job, it's not about making a passive income in this. It's about making like $1 million and investing into a house or real estate or something. What do you think about that, Mark?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the income that I'm making on eBay now, again, I'm just saving it to invest in real estate
Exactly.
in Costa Rica.
Exactly. That is the golden way to do it. Like,
Yeah.
don't buy stupid shit, man. Like, just save the money and then keep investing it and keep growing your empire like that until you get to a point where those stable incomes. They don't do it. They don't like the biggest benefit. I feel like with eBay dropshipping, it gives you the opportunity to work 24 hours a day.
And it gives you opportunity to start with limited
Exactly.
resources.
Exactly. But imagine this, like a person working a 9 to 5 job, like if they wanted to work from 9 a.m. in the morning till like 9 a.m. the next day, could they do it? No.
No.
Yeah, they have a set amount of hours, right? Over here, like yeah, you have 24 hours in a day, every single day, right?
To
The sky's
generate whatever income you want.
exactly the sky's the limit. It's literally in your control. We have a system, and then yeah, you just gotta like basically the onus is all on you. And I think this conversation is incredibly important to have because like I'm like like we're not here to save anybody, man. Like I think you told me one time people see you as like
Yeah, when I had the in-person grind camp and people used to fly to to Nicaragua, um, all I wanted to do was to teach drop shipping, and then people were looking for a savior.
a savior, a
And we're not
therapist.
we're not here to save anyone. We're not here to be a therapist, but we are here to teach you eBay drop shipping. And hopefully, if you follow the lead, if you follow the lead, you would make money. Full stop.
Exactly. Like what in the end, what this community that we're building, right, is a community that we are gonna be solving the most cutting edge problems together.
In eBay
Ev-
drop shipping, I want you to stress that within
Yes,
that
within eBay
niche of eBay
dropshipping.
drop shipping. Anyway,
Exactly.
let's get into listing some items, Sammy, so we
Alrighty.
can get our account closer to.
Y- yeah. I have right now. Actually, I still have like 2,000 items from the product hunter, and just an update about one of the items another item that sold right over here. Like remember like the new flag that we had. So you can see
All
that
right.
it is working. Yeah. So that's just that's one thing. And one thing that we have to do is the sales that we we started, right, have all ended. So let's start a new sale. So that way, like it makes our listings even more attractive. So let's go ahead and create a promotion, a sale event and markdown. Just 5% as always. How about we go? Let's go. Let's
No,
go.
go
Let's go
stick to
7%.
5%. Stick to 5%.
Okay, yeah, let's go do it. 5 seems like a nice round number. So create rules, 10,000 items. Um, I'm gonna click all inventory, and then I'm gonna press save and review, and it's gonna go ahead and create a sale for all of the items. I want to start it right now, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and end it in, let's say, the 6th at nighttime, and then we're just gonna start the sale again because it gives put people a lot more pressure. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and write weekend sale limited time offer. Yeah, there we go. And then let's go ahead and press launch. And there we go. We have our sale. It's pending, and then it's gonna go ahead and add all of our 7,800 items, and it's gonna make sure that when people click on the listings, they're gonna see that, wow, there's a sale here. Okay. So now, and by the way, look, the coupon, a lot of our income was just generated because of the coupon. This stuff really works, right? So make sure you guys are adding like the coupons and stuff, because when somebody goes ahead and clicks your listing and they see the coupon, it really helps convert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now let's go ahead and, by the way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and the bulk lister. I have like, yeah, I guess was almost done. We only have 300 left, so we can clear it up. And then let's go to the product hunter, and let's start looking for something. Yeah. This time, I think we're getting to the point where we're reaching our milestone. We have 2,200 items left. I'm thinking, how about we try like a different strategy? We just try doing some high ticket sales right now. Maybe it'll be fun for. Perhaps I don't think it'll increase I think it'll probably hurt the sales, but I
Right,
think.
but so I think we should if you think it would hurt the sales, we should focus on growing the account for the first
Hmm.
10,000 listings. After the 10,000 listings, I say then we start playing with,
Fair enough. Fair enough. So then let's do that. So let's go
because remember
ahead.
the people who are watching this video, a lot of them are not drop shipping, a lot of them are trying to learn. And
Okay.
yes, it is nice for us to do experiments and so on, but I'll really like that people could just follow through what we're doing and copy as much as possible.
No, for sure, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. So let's do that then. Let's go ahead and like just our standard techniques is we're just gonna go find one of the best selling items on Amazon. And I think this is too many people sell this, right? Let's go ahead and type in like pencil case. And the whole point what we're trying to do is we're trying to go ahead and find a drop shipper on eBay. So right over here it says 46,000. It says the bestseller badge. If we click this button over here, it goes ahead and searches this Amazon title onto eBay. And so we're looking for someone who's selling this exact product for higher than $15. So over here, I guess these are all the same products. And yeah, I would assume they're all drop shippers. So let's go ahead and scan one of their accounts. So this person over here, 20, let's go ahead 21, yeah. He's selling it the most expensive here. Okay, so he has 251. So we can go ahead and just we want to clear all of this. This is our old one, yeah. So let's go ahead and clear it. It's done, it's empty. Press extract, and it's gonna grab all of his selling items, yeah. They're a bit cheap. You see that, yeah?
Yeah, he has mostly.
Yeah, they're a bit cheap. But anyway, so this is complete, and this has 251. We don't have to copy it yet. It's gonna store here, and when we press this green button again, it's gonna extract for the same user and add it to the list. So we did the 21 guy. Let's just grab all these guys, and then we can just extract everything from them because I'm fairly confident they're all drop shippers. So there we go. So it's gonna extract 209. We should have around 460 items now. And then we go ahead and grab this guy as well. Oh, there's a big one. There's a big one.
Let me see, scroll up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
That,
$1,000 and 1,000 items sold.
yeah, and you can see they're all different prices. Like this $12 one, he's not making much money or any money, but it's a traffic item.
Yeah,
So it just if he sells this, it brings him more sales. Let's see how he has. Oh, and he only has 17,000 items onto his account. He's selling like one nineteen
almost
hundred items.
almost
This
2,000 items.
this is ridiculous. Like, let me just open up his account. He sold 420,000 items. You know, like these are like what you can expect, right? Let's see the feedback in just the last 12 months. Oh, seller feedback. See, the more feedback you get, the more sales you can expect to get. This is like the rule to kind of follow, because people kind of like trust you when you have a lot of sales. And this guy's a full drop shipper too. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and extract all his account. It won't take too long. Yeah, I mean, if we can grow if you can get to 420,000 items sold, even if you made $1 per item,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You would be fine. Like, but to sell 420,000 items, like it takes time. You know, like you can get there fairly quickly if you have an established store and etc. However, you do need to establish yourself. So, like this person, like, look, just he's like a giant, 127,000 feedback. So, with that being said, is just understand that as the conversation we had earlier, like this business is parabolic. Make sure you're continuously growing it as much as you can. Yeah. Okay, there we go. It's complete. We can press show all titles. We have 2,300 items. Perfect. And we're going to copy that. Let's go to our product hunter. Let's go ahead and open up the product hunter. I'm going to press import. There we go. 2,376 items. Let's go set up our settings. Our max price, let's just put our max price to $200 for now, because he has some items that were like around that range.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll keep the minimum price to 5. That way we're getting like traffic items as well. Remember the items that are like from $5 to $10, it's not really for profit. It's more like it's
The
just gonna
traffic.
bring more sales. Exactly. Minimum, maximum reviews. What this feature is like basically if you're already selling like let's say you sold like 5 pencil cases already. You're listing 5 pencil cases. It's gonna make sure that it just skips that niche. That's
Yeah,
what
so
it
you
does.
don't have too many in one niche.
Exactly. So basically it limits the amount of items per niche. And then we're just gonna go ahead and grab one item per like query. So I think that's good. Yeah, we can go ahead and press search titles now. And then it's gonna go ahead and start finding one item for each of these things. Yeah. So we got a shower drain. And we know that we don't have 4 of these items because of our settings over here. So yeah, this is gonna take like maybe like an hour to go ahead and finish searching. But as soon as it's done, we're just gonna go ahead and throw it into our bulk lister, and then we're gonna come back tomorrow. Yeah. But so let's go ahead and just you want to change the watermark, or we're good? We're good for
Nah, we'll
this.
keep it. We'll keep the watermark.
Okay, okay. Because that way you could have seen the results for this one, but we didn't really change anything here.
Yeah, we're still sniping.
Yeah. I think if we ever change our strategy, we should always just go ahead and change the
Change the
watermark.
watermark.
Yeah. That way, you can have like you can really see the difference. You know what I mean? Like it's very satisfying to be able to track like what kind of like
The results you're getting
the
from each.
exactly how like you get a very visual representation of that. Okay, but so I think that'll be it for today, huh?
All right, guys. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Remember, what we're doing is documenting everything in this account for you right here on YouTube. So you could sit down and basically watch us work. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.